So now over to someone who will also be making an appearance during the new After Hours show and throughout the event. It's Kayla Cinnamon. She's a program manager on the Windows Terminal team. She specializes in the Windows developer experience, and today she is actually building us a Windows PC from scratch. Plus, she is joined by my co-host Sonia. So let's check it out.
Awesome. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Sonia. How's it going?
Good. I am so excited to be here with you today.
Yeah, I'm excited to welcome you into my lair. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a bit of fun stuff today.
I know. Okay, let's start though with what you do at Microsoft, by day.
So I am the program manager for Windows Terminal, and I'm also working on the Windows developer experience. So I work to make sure that Windows is a great place for developers.
Awesome. Probably something our attendees really appreciate. Just some important stuff. I love it. All right. So, do you build PCs from scratch often?
No.
Oh, just like full stop. No.
Yeah, like I
Great.
just don't.
Okay, what could go wrong? So, educate me a little bit here. What does it cost to start to build a Windows PC from scratch?
So it could cost anywhere from $300 to maybe over $4,000. It just depends on what you want to do with the machine and what kinds of things you want to run. So gaming machines might be a little more on the higher end, but if you're just checking your email and doing regular daily activities, it might be a little bit more on the lower end.
Okay, and so what are we looking around for this price?
So this build is about $1,300 to $1,400.
Okay.
So a little lower.
All right, a little lower, but you got some good parts.
Yeah.
Does one have to be an expert to build a PC?
I would say no, especially because I'm not an expert at all. I'm very new to this, but with all the manuals that all the parts come with, and there's YouTube videos and articles and a bunch of things you can look up, it is a little more attainable to do, and I think just about anybody could build a PC.
I love it, and you're going to build one in the next day and a half, essentially through the 2 days of build, which is exciting. I think it'll be a Guinness Book of World Records probably, so it'll be great.
I'm not so sure.
I love it. So let's start. Any pro tips you would have for our audience?
So before this segment, I actually opened the case up and I had a bunch of screws that came out of the case. So I took some cups from the Microsoft kitchen. You can also take cups from your regular kitchen at home, but we're here on studio. So I grabbed some cups and I grabbed some sticky notes from the office supply closet, and I just labeled the cups with the screws that I have already unscrewed. So that way I know what the parts are for when I need to reinstall those pieces later. I'll know exactly what screws are for what, and they won't be like rolling around on the table or something.
Probably smart to be organized, yes. Okay, awesome. So they don't have to be branded Microsoft cups. Got it.
No, I don't think so. I think we can get away with just regular cups.
I love that. Okay, and then what else are we looking at parts-wise here?
So I started with the Fractal Design case, and I took out 2 fans actually, because I want to install RGB fans, which are these set of fans here, and I'll do this a little bit later today. But these have the white fans that allow the lights to pop through onto the fans themselves.
Ah, cool.
And then I also have the Asus motherboard over here, and this has an integrated graphics card. Okay. So rather than having a dedicated GPU, we have integrated graphics instead to save a little bit of money on the build. And here are the Corsair 32 gigs of RAM sticks that we'll be installing into the motherboard right after this.
Nice.
Along with the Samsung 1TB SSD card for storage.
Got it. Okay, and what about over here?
And then way over here, we have the Arctic Liquid CPU cooler. So this is a bit of an upgrade. So rather than just a fan and the heatsink, it has some liquid cooling as well.
Nice.
This is the Intel i7 core processor. It's the CPU unit. It's very small. And lastly, we have the Corsair power supply to give the whole machine power.
Probably important, yeah.
I think if you want to turn it on, you probably need one of those, I would say.
Pretty critical. I love this. Can you talk to me a little bit more, though, about this? It looks like something out of Fashion Week or something. This lovely piece of jewelry you have here. This seems...
I just got it. It's a designer.
Bespoke?
Yes, I can probably
get Dior had it in their last show. Yeah, so what is this?
This is an anti-static bracelet, and you're trying to stay away from static when it comes to interacting with the motherboard. Okay. So the motherboard did come with an anti-static bag, and then I'm wearing this as well, and I just take the clip from the bracelet itself and attach it to ground, which would be just the metal of the case. And I did shock myself leaving the green room, so I am really just extra cautious with this today. I want to make sure I don't zap anything.
There's a lot of carpet in the studio, so I think there's a lot of shuffling for sure, so I'll make sure I don't touch anything since I'm not grounded yet. Awesome. So if our audience has any questions for you, how should they reach out?
So you can post your questions to me in chat or use the hashtag MSBuild. My next live segment is at 1:45 PST, so you can see us here, and we'll be installing the CPU then as well, so you can check that out. And you can also watch me build this all day on my live Twitter feed at cinnamon_MSFT.
Yeah, so send Kayla your questions, and we'll be back here to check on you in a little bit, Kayla.
Sounds good.
Good luck. Awesome.
Thanks.
Back to you, Leslie.